Check, check, check.
Test, test, test.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Okay.
Okay, so just a real quick recap. Griffins are 0-3, obviously. Matadors zip ties at top. You looking for zip ties? Yeah, I think those are running up here somewhere. Yep, yeah, they're right up here in a bit. Okay, so Matadors are 2-1, losing only to the Aztecs. Which was like a 28 to 6 or 27 to 6 loss. Okay.
They beat the Save 40, and then they beat the Diggers.
The Matadors have won the toss. Elected to receive. We're going to kick this way. Have a good game, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand to get ready for the national anthem. Run, Barry, run. Get ready.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so bright
get it started.
Fans of the Idaho Contact Football League, welcome to today's matchups, week 4 of our season. First game of the week, we have the Matadors and the Griffins. Griffins have had a difficult season so far. They are one of the developing teams within our league. They are currently 0-3. Matadors are currently 2-1 after losing to the Aztecs last week. Had a little bit of a hiccup in what they were considering to be probably a run at an undefeated season championship race. The Griffins obviously looking to put their first points of the season on the board. Matadors looking to streamline a few things, polish up some stuff, get a lot of good playing time for players who might not have had some in the past. Should be a fantastic day for football.
Help me. Why can't I be completely flipped over and I cannot put it back?
Yes, yeah.
All right. A slow little on the ground kick. Tries to recover it onside. And they got it. That's awesome. An onside kick. Griffins will recover.
I'd love to see it. Big ups to the Griffins' way to start this game.
Sophia from Salt Wellness and Hydration, her canopy flipped over. Would you be able to run over there and help her with it? On my way. Sounds good, thanks.
63 for the Griffins has reported as an eligible receiver.
Awesome. Number 7 on the Griffins is the GOAT for real. Says, ooh, don't know how to say your name, Sarah. Cammy Williamson says, good luck, Griffins. Number 53, cheering from Sun Valley. Ryan Carlin says, hi, Scott Wells. Holz says, come on, Griffins, bring some juice. Matt Bishop says, what a start. Indeed, what a start. Griffins take the first snap. He's going to hand off to the running back. He's going to run into a wall, though, and that'll be a loss of yards. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down. Snap, handoff to the running back here. And that is going to be gain of nothing. Actually, I think it's a loss of 1. That'll be a loss of 1. Third down. Isaiah Little says, let's go Griffins. Isaiah Bell says, let's go Griffins with emojis. That's what that is. He also says, go Pirates.
I mean, I like to see the onside kick,
Yep.
you know, coming out right out of the gate. Good for the Griffins.
Also, I think that's the first successful onside kick we've seen all year.
I think you're right. I think that's correct.
Pulling out a little Pat McAfee there.
Right. Griffins quarterback number 13, Jared Nelson, in the shotgun. Takes the snap, back to pass, looking across the middle. Nearly intercepted by number 19.
Incomplete pass. That'll bring a 4th down. Number 19, Zach Lavabera for the Matadors there.
Zach with a long history of being a ball hawk and getting plenty of interceptions.
How'd the teams do for the college stuff? Yeah. Nick said that he did.
Griffins set up to put the ball away. 4th down and long. The snap and the kick.
Good
punt. Bounces near the 25-yard line.
They will pick it up, and that'll stop it right there. Adams will take over at the 26.
Sounds good. Thanks, Nick. Oh, timeout, Griffins.
Before the snap, timeout, Griffins. First charge timeout of the half.
He was incredibly loud for no reason. Should have been quiet the whole game. Griffins take a little timeout to get some personnel under control, I think, get things figured out. So
The Griffins are, obviously trying to move around as many players as possible to get a complete team out on the field. A little bit of confusion.
Drops back, quick pass to the inside. That'll be dropped and incomplete. An incomplete pass that'll bring up 2nd down. Jared Smith in as quarterback number 8. Intended receiver there, I'm pretty sure was number 0, Donald White. Typically a running back, so.
Obviously Jared, typically a very accurate passer. Donald White, good hands. So I know that the Matadors this week are focused on doing the little things right.
It is a little cold out and windy, so handoff to, I think that's Donald White. A spin move, and he will go down. That'll be a gain of 15, though. A gain of 15, that'll be a 1st down. Cammy says Griffins have had a few guys healing from sickness and injuries. Yeah, it's unfortunate if you get injured out there. Had a few this year, but that's just the nature of the game, especially starting up so early. A handoff back to the. Oh, White. That'll be a gain of 4 there. Gain of 4. 2nd down.
Tackle by number 93, Nick Ellis for the Griffins.
We definitely don't want to see any injuries out there, but it happens. Also, the caliber of the players has gotten up a lot higher than previous years, too. So, a little bit of motion. Handoff back to Donald White. So, run to the outside. He'll have the 5, the 6 to make the 1st down. A run and a gain of 15. 1st down.
Tackle by number 93, Nick Ellis. Back-to-back tackles.
Jared drops back, looking to pass, goes deep to the inside here, looking for Grant. He has him, and that'll be in. Touchdown, Matadors!
Tackle by number 12, Griffith Gillenskog. However, not enough to save the touchdown. So Matadors will go up 6 over the Griffins. 8 minutes and 22 seconds left in this 1st quarter. Matadors special teams a little bit more complete this week than they were last week. I know they were missing Capenaho, the typical holder. Ryan Regis on the field to kick the point after. Ryan Regis back to pass.
Bad
looking for an
snap.
open receiver. We'll have
Pass
Capenaho. And we have a flag on the field, possible ineligible receivers. This kind of play, highly likely for stuff like that.
I think it was not designed snap.
I
I think
don't
Ryan
think
just
so
took
either.
Personal foul, roughing the snapper. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Oh,
The try is good.
all right. So we have a 2-point conversion, impromptu 2-point conversion, which is good for 2 points. During the play, roughing the snapper, who is a protected player on the line. So that'll be enforced on the kickoff. Griffins will be receiving 15 yards back from where they typically do.
Let's see if they can get another onside kick. Yeah, I didn't know Ryan Regis could throw, and I don't think he is at any point a design quarterback
No.
from the look of that throw. But hey,
Yeah.
way to get it up. Capenna happened to be there, make it. So
Great work.
but Capenna, who has previously been a receiver, but
Yeah.
is very, very dominant on the defensive side. So
Yeah, Capenna's no surprise there. You know, he could definitely catch. Ryan Regis showing his athleticism there.
hey, way to make up for a bad situation. Way to make
Yeah.
it better. So but I think it was just
Good heads up play. Good opportunity to test that out in case it happens in a game that's going to be a little bit more competitive.
or especially for playoff time, if you have that in your back pocket, which nobody's going to think that's the play you're going to pull, but if it happens,
Number 20, Jonathan Byers, back to receive the kick.
through the legs.
Number 12, Griffith Gillenskog.
Griffins will take over at the 13.
Number 12, Gillenskog on the recovery out near the 13-yard line.
Dolner says Griffins with exclamation marks. Cammy Williams says, how do we get more teams formed? Maybe one from Sun Valley area. You can definitely form a
Sun-
team anywhere.
Sun Valley. You know, the biggest thing about the teams here is that the show that we put on is going to be quality of teams over quantity of teams. Making sure that we can provide the best game day experience for the fans and the players, which typically means that we share the venue for all the teams here. So if teams are willing to travel, then we can make that work.
If you're in Sun Valley, you have middle of the field too. It's probably the same distance to go either way for you. So maybe a little bit farther to go out to Twin, but
Number 12, Griffith Gillenskog on the carry.
it'll be gain of 2, second down. So you can definitely form a team if you'd like, but realistically, if you have people that you know that would like to play, send them our way. And there are plenty of teams that will always take more talent. So, and especially if Cammy is a fan of number 53, you already know the team to send him to. So, send him straight to the Griffins.
Nelson for the Griffins takes the snap, handoff up the middle. We'll have enough to gain just a couple. Griffith Gillenskog on the carry.
That'll be gain of 3, third down.
Will be 3rd down and 5.
Cammy says they'd be closer to Twin. So, but you have to go down from
Yeah, 'cause when
Sun
you-
Valley and then just hit the freeway to go either way.
Yeah, because
so.
you hit that connector right there at that Twin, and then you head north up to Sun Valley.
Yep.
So yeah, they could just come down south, play in Twin.
Yep.
That's true. I don't know if you have enough.
I know the
athletes
Alphas
in
have a
Sun
player
Valley.
that lives in Haley. So
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, false start on the Griffins. Appears to be player 88.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 88. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
You know, I'm going to give a shout out here because number 12 on the Griffins is, the athlete that's been involved in the last few plays, Griffith Gillenskog. And Griffith Gillenskog playing for the Griffins is such an interesting mouthful.
The alliteration.
And he's going to end up being involved in a few different plays, I'm imagining here. Number 7 on the reception, completed out near the 20-yard line. Colton Taylor.
Pass and a gain of 6.
Griffins will have about 4th down and 4. We'll see if their offense stays on the field.
Kyle Griffin, future Griffins player here, says your commentators make this game worth watching. We appreciate it.
My guy, thank you. Somebody's looking for some commissioner bonus points.
Yeah. Remember, your ICFL points are redeemable.
We don't know what you get for them, but you can try to redeem them.
Not yet.
That's for sure.
Come up to the booth at the end of the year, and that's when you can redeem your points after the championship game.
Nelson takes the snap, looking right, pass down the field into the flat. Intended receiver number 35 just can't quite get there.
Incomplete pass. They will switch side. Matadors will take over.
35 Daniel Blakely for the Griffins. Unable to convert on the 4th down. Matadors will take over on offense.
Lawrence
Fantastic field position.
says he has a problem with y'all commentators. Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I have a problem with y'all commentators.
You can also redeem your points for any complaints about the commentating or the ICFL as well.
Yeah, you can redeem your points, and we'll take into consideration the changes you would like.
Kyle Griffin says former player of the Griffins. Yeah, there you go. He changed his last name. That's how dedicated to the team he was. Handoff to Donald White. He's going to run it up the middle here, dance a little bit, and he will have it. Touchdown, Matadors.
5 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Matadors now lead the Griffins 14-0. Point after is incoming.
I think they're going to actually go for a kick. Can't never say my name last right. Yeah. Well, when one of you can say my last name correctly, I'll start pronouncing your guys' name
Okay,
correctly.
so here's the thing. I have asked, can somebody in the comments tell me? Kick is blocked.
It's going to go
Kick will
nowhere.
be no good.
The extra
Griffins.
points are no good.
Griffins able to hold the score to just 14 points. Okay, Laurent, right? Listen, my guy, you got you. Can you
Mukabaya.
give me? Yeah,
Mukabaya.
yeah, Mukabaya.
It's actually just.
Can
it's
you
just
give
MK.
me? Can you give me?
Just say MK. Yeah. MK.
Just say MK. Like MK, Laurent MK.
Yeah,
You wanna
MK
say
Ultra, that's what it is.
MK? Can you give me one of those like dictionary in the parentheses? Here's how you pronounce my thing.
Yeah.
Could you do that for me?
Isaiah Little says I still have faith for the Griffins. Yeah. Leggett says row the boat. I have not made the little how to say my last name either. So.
That one took me a while.
So.
Vengetachalium.
No. It's one of those things where when you look at it.
Number 12, Griffith Gillenskog.
Number 88
Pick
picks up the ball, takes off to the outside,
Ooh.
gets hit big.
And he will go down hard. Number 7.
Griffins
on
will
the
take
tackle.
over at the 44. That was a big hit. I don't think he got hit hard. I think he might have been off of his feet. I was not expecting it more than the hit actually being
Yeah,
crazy
moving
big.
moving off to that left-hand side and hard impact shoulder to shoulder there. All right, Cedric, give us the breakdown of pronouncing your last name.
It's Venkentoshelium.
Oh my goodness gracious! Say that one more time.
Venkentoshelium.
Venkentoshelium. Vankentosh Shilliam. Am I getting that right?
Shellium.
Shilliam.
Yeah.
Vankentosh Shilliam.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct were 53 of the Griffins. That's his first unsportsmanlike for the game.
Cammy Williamson, your son is out of hand. No, just kidding. Unsportsmanlike on 53 there.
I think I'm just going to call you Cedric from now on.
Yep. It says, can you please glaze my glorious king number 7, Colton Taylor?
Colton Taylor had, yes, I will glaze him. He had a catch in the last drive,
Yep.
right? First catch. Is that the first catch of the game for the Griffins? I think it was.
Yep.
Might be the only catch for the Griffins during this game so far. Jared Nelson back to take the snap. Looking left, has a pass.
Over the
Ball
middle,
is
under coverage. Incomplete.
bobbled.
Incomplete pass. That'll bring up 2nd down. Double coverage there, trying to look through the spyglass to get it.
You know, Nelson has been accurate so far today. Just receivers unable to get 2 hands on the ball.
Cammy says she just yelled at her son from here for getting on sportsmanlike.
Thanks, Cammy. I appreciate that. Nelson back to pass, looking left, escapes, still on his feet, goes down near the 23-yard line.
A lot of running there. Stay up on his feet.
Correction, 26-yard line. So
Probably lost a few yards. 3rd down. We are 3rd and deep because especially of the unsportsmanlike there. That set him back 15 yards. So
yeah, the extra 15 is a killer.
quick pass to the outside. That'll be incomplete. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up 4th down. Carl Griffin says that's the last name. Yeah, it's truly awful. Alphabet soup, gibberish last name right there.
Where's that name from, Cedric?
It's from India.
India. Yeah, that is amazing.
I'm pretty sure that's the shortened version because I think they had to shorten it when they converted it to English and filling out the documents. You know how they only give you so many spaces? It's pretty much a little bit of that. Gets the punt off after a bad snap and a good bounce. So I think that is Capenaho back there. And
It was Capenaho, yeah. Was able to get a few
Matadors will
yards.
take
before
over
going-
at the 45-ish.
Yeah, about the 46-yard line for Capena and the Matadors.
I think he would have had it all the way, as what he thought in his mind too, if he wouldn't have slipped. So Capena has been. I saw him before the game. He's gotten a lot bigger. So I think he's been hitting the gym a lot.
Yeah.
Because he's always been like, big guy. He's always gone to the gym, but now he's like trying to get that Superman physique.
Yeah, well, he's very compact, very athletic,
Very explosive.
good low center of gravity, center mass. So
Handoff to Jordan, the backup quarterback here. He's dancing, and he will be wrapped up. Probably gain of 17, 1st down.
tackle by number 63, Isaac Villagomez for the Griffins.
All right, handoff to Donald here. He's going to bounce on the inside, and he will have the touchdown. Touchdown, Matadors! We are now 20-0.
Matadors leading the game 20-0. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's see if the Matadors can actually get a successful point after.
I think
On purpose.
I think they're working
An
on.
intentional successful point after.
There you go. Gets it down early enough, and
There it
they'll
is.
have it. The extra point is good.
Matadors now 21-0 over the Griffins.
High kick here. Can bounce the back, touches the hands here, number 12, and they will
On his
jump
knee.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, tough starting position again for the Griffins.
Griffins will take over at the 11. Denise December 82 says, "Let's go Doors."
Let's see what the Griffins come out with here to start this possession. Jared's had a couple of open receivers, just hasn't been able to hook up. The running game is tough against that Matador defense so far.
Let's see what they can put together.
Gets a snap and inside handoff, but going nowhere.
That'll be a loss of 1. Bring them second down.
Loss of 1, maybe 2 yards on that play.
Denise says, "Let's go Epps Jr." Says, "Mom loves you, son."
Now they're going to send 2 receivers to the far side, 1 here to the near side. See if we have a pass play here. He has dropped back, quick pass, nice
Through
look.
the hands there.
Just wasn't able to connect, but that's a
Incomplete
good
pass.
look.
That'll bring up third down. Yeah, way to get it off quick too, especially because you know that your offense is going to get crashed there by the Matadors.
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of play they need to be successful on. Keep the Matadors honest on the run game, but hasn't been able to hook up so far.
Debbie says, "Love the Doors uniforms this year." I do like their new colorways, the UCLA blue here.
And 3rd and long here. And again, Jared drops back.
On the run over the
Pass
middle.
over the middle.
Intercepted by Capenaho. And he will go all the way. And that'll be a pick 6 touchdown. Interception, pick 6 touchdown, Matadors.
Yeah, I think that's a situation where either the receiver went a little deeper than he thought, but the only person there in the vicinity of that pass
Timeout
was
for an
Matador.
injured player.
There could be an injured player. And it looks like he is getting up, which is always great to see. So 27 here.
Matadors are going to send out their kicker again. Extra points, the usual extra points have been kind of a premium here in the ICFL this year.
Muted. The extra point is good. All right, we're rocking 28-0 here for the extra point. I think that's the first interception for Capenaho that's actually gone back for a touchdown in a while, because usually there's a flag for blocking in the back or something like that
Yeah.
usually happening.
Wasn't a lot of opportunity for illegal blocks there. Interception was about, the 20-yard line, so he didn't have very far to go. Again, short kick by the Doors. This is at least cleanly fielded here, but he's going to slide down at the 22-yard line.
Griffins will take over at the 22. Yeah, great to see them figure out the return game and then to go down instead of getting hit right there, too.
Yeah, didn't need to take a shot.
Kenny says, was that 53 that was down earlier? I think it was, but he got up and bounced up pretty quick. Is either that or 63? A little hard to see the deep left side of the field here. Jared Gold versus Capenaho's the GOAT. Yep. Has the record for interceptions.
He's been back there a long time.
So he just pops up, takes advantage of any open position he has. Just great tracking for the ball, for the player.
Yeah, two backs. Oh, bad snap.
Ball
Fumbled.
loose.
Picked up by the Doors.
And that'll
Tackled
be
just short of the
short.
goal line. So it'll be a turnover again.
Fumble
The
and a
Doors will
recovery
take over
by the
on the
Doors.
1-yard line. First and goal.
He's going to place him real close here. And it just went through the right side of his hands there. I think it just, quick snap and just went a little right. So.
Yeah, I'm not even 100% sure that he was expecting the ball when it was snapped. So I don't know if there was a snap count issue there. He had two backs, but again, because the ball it was snapped so quick and went by him so quick, he had no help getting that ball. They'll put the ball back at the 2, but obviously sets up the Doors with incredible field position to start this possession. First and goal at the 2. And the Matadors will
Quick pass, and that'll be caught, and that'll be a touchdown. Touchdown, Matadors! And that was to number 1, Rashad Flanders.
through the tight end, just a quick tight end pop, wide open in the end zone.
Yep, that is going to bring us up to 34 here.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so they're
And go for the extra point, the kick here. A little bit loose. Ryan throwing again. And not this time, so. Extra points are no good.
Very minimal impact on the school. Yeah. So good. Leif. Yeah, Leif does the Idaho Bowl. Gary, have you seen?
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. Gary works with Hopkins.
I'm executive director for Hopkins.
Oh, awesome. Nice to meet you. So Mickey was telling me, you guys, what days are your events?
We're June 12th.
Cool.
So like on that Friday. So we're playing at College of Idaho.
Nice.
Stay here for the week, practice.
That's cool.
So play at College of Idaho. It should be really fun. With 3, 6, 7, and 8th graders. Yeah, it'll be good. We have kids from it's like 70 to 80 different future high schools all across the state. So like Northern Idaho, Eastern Idaho, like all over the place. So it should be a ton of fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Why don't you come check it out?
You should for sure. It's all
It's live streaming.
Kick over to number 88. Hey, takes a hit, spins, and we'll go down at the 35 here. Griffins will take over at the 35. Sergio Blanco says Griffin's going to score a pick 6. Would love to see it. So
Yeah, you know it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of I think everybody works great.
Yeah, you guys should have to come out. It's pretty cool.
isn't that Friday?
Yep, it's on a Friday this year.
Yep.
Yeah, we usually do it on a Saturday, but I couldn't get any universities. They were all booked up. I couldn't get them to get us on a Saturday.
That works out great for us.
Yeah,
I
it's
actually
perfect.
go.
Yeah,
So is it just a single?
yeah. Cool. So it's 4 days in total. The kids show up.
Griffin's getting lined up here. I think we're going to have a timeout here.
We have a timeout on the field. It's the Griffins' second charge timeout of the half.
Yeah. Yeah. Like. There's like 48 different coaches that come coach the teams.
So, as far as marketing, because I'm assuming you guys market mostly to parents or communication with high schools.
So high schools, so I communicate with all high school athletic directors and head coach football coach. So I just send them emails and then they forward it down to their both programs. Or like if I like an Eastern, I know all the directors
All right, takes a snap, fires over the middle here. That'll be incomplete. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up second down. Number 80, intended receiver there.
Yeah, so it's mostly just they're all to play. Or if they're not, like I might see it, like as a skid, then you know how that works here.
Yep.
And it's a little bit of Sherlock Holmes.
All right, takes snap, fires to the inside, through the hands, and that'll be incomplete. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up third down. I think it might have jammed his finger there. I think it was just right off the tip. Intended receiver there, number 35, Daniel Blakely. Takes a snap. Fires over the middle here. That'll be caught. And that'll be good for 8. Catch good for 8. Third down. Minute 5 here and rolling for this first quarter. Griffins making their way down the field. Let's see if they can get a first down here. This 4th and short. I think they got him. I did see one of their guys move, but I think it was after the defense, so got a first down right here. We're going to see what they say.
Prior to the snap, encroachment by the defense, 5-yard penalty, that results in a first down.
And look at that, encroachment by the defense. It'll be a free 5 and a first down. Love to see a little bit of discipline there. Takes a snap. Fires over to the outside. Almost caught. That'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass that'll bring up second down. Intended receiver there was number 7, Colton Taylor.
We have timeout on the field for an injured player.
All right, 2nd and 10 here for the Griffins. Takes a snap. Fires to the outside. That'll be incomplete there. Incomplete pass that'll bring up third down. Just a little too far to the outside. Intended receiver there, Daniel Blakely, number 35. Takes a snap, 3rd and long. Quick pass, that'll be incomplete. A little overshot there. Incomplete pass, that'll bring up 4th down. All right, 4th and 10 here. Let's see what the Griffins are going to do. 27 seconds left in this first quarter. Looks like they're going to go for it here at almost the 50-yard line here. Drops back, fires to the outside, and that'll go to the sideline. That'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass, they will switch side. The Matadors will take over. Takes a snap, handoff to Donald White, number 0. He's going to have some room, go up the middle here. And that'll be good for 20. A gain of 20 and a first down. And we have 15 seconds on the clock here. Get it rolling. Let's see if they're going to run it out down to the quarter. Because they do not need to take a snap. I think they're running this down to the quarter. That will be the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Going to have a running clock starting with the snap.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a running clock for the rest of this game here.
We do a hybrid of. So we started with the high school rule book, and then we made some adjustments.
Jared takes off. We didn't know he could run. He will run. He will get a touchdown.
Just based on
Touchdown, Matadors.
we can hurdle anytime we want. We added that with the a little bit more fun. It's a clock. It's a clock. We can swap, kick the balls. Advisors are allowed. Yeah. Advisors line back. The only
Equipment we don't care about.
the only required piece of equipment.
Kick is up. And the kick is good. Cammy is asking why the running clock for the rest of the time. Both coaches have agreed to a running clock for the rest of the game. We do have rules in place for running clock for score differentials. Like if it's in the third quarter, at any point you become 60 over, it'll be a running clock automatically. But at any point in time, they can settle that between themselves. So that's why that is. Gonna take off to the outside. Number 12 has it. And there'll be a flag back there. Number 12, Griffith. Well, let's see what this flag is for on the outside.
During the run, face mask by the defense, 5-yard penalty. Still one.
Okay, yeah.
So I had, the last one I had was Sugar and
Homedale, probably.
not Homedale.
They played.
No, but other team. And then I had Coeur d'Alene and Madison. That was a great game. Madison almost topped that game.
Yeah, those are fun. I broadcast some for broadcast.
Takes a snap, fires to the inside. That'll be, I think it was caught there by number 7. It was. Number 7 is Colton Taylor there. That'll be good for a first down. First and 10 here for the Griffins. Marching down. We've not seen him past the 50-yard line right here.
You're not going to.
Over June 12th. June 12th? 12th, yep. Yeah. So you guys will be one.
All right, Jeremiah takes the snap. Fires to the outside. That'll be caught, and that'll be good for a gain of 3. Gain of 3. That'll bring up second down.
We'll see if we
And
can
4. 3, 4.
We'll be just practicing. Sweet digit is on the website. Yeah. So if you guys ever want to stop by and talk to the coaches or even the players, whatever you guys want to do to more people we can get talking about football. Let me shoot you a quick text. What's your number? 208 244 1104.
Yeah, I'm good. So here's mine.
Takes a snap. Handoff here. He's going to bounce to the inside and run. Takes a big hit. Stops and keeps gaining. And they will have the first down. That'll be good for 7 and a first down. Griffins marching down the field here.
Yeah, I will for sure.
Yeah. So that's cool. Good meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Anyway.
Take snap. Handoff here. Number 12. It's going to be lost for a few yards there. Griffith there. That'll be lost at 2. Second down. Our Nelson here takes a snap. Fires to the inside. And that'll be a catch. And that'll bring up a few yards. It'll be gain of 4, third down. Oh. A little bit of offsides there on the offense.
Prior to the snap. False start.
Full start. Yeah.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
It'll be a loss of 5. It's gonna back him up here. And Jared Hughes has who's number 5 on the Griffins. Number 5 is nobody. I don't have them on the roster, so I don't even know if there is a 5 out there, to be honest with you. Oh, and that'll be an incomplete pass there. An incomplete pass that'll bring up 4th down. I do see a number 5 for the Griffins on the field. Couldn't tell you who it is, though. 4th and long. Looks like they're going to put it away here.
The left side of the field is going to be for autographs, and the right side of the field will be what we're doing the showcase.
Low punt. Will be a good bounce. That's going to be picked up by Capenaho. He stays in bounds going down the sideline. And he will have room, and I think he will have it all the way. We don't see any flags. And he houses it. Touchdown, Matadors.
Prior to the snap, encroachment by the defense. Half distance to the goal. We'll redo the try.
Kick by Ryan Regis. Good for the extra point.
Timeout for the team. Timeout.
2-minute timeout. Did we get all of our students to show up on time? Kick will go out of bounds.
Griffins are going to be taken over at the 41-yard line.
Kickoff out of bounds. Ball went out of bounds at the 36-yard line. We'll tack 5 on to that for the procedure. Ball will be 1st and 10 at the 41.
41-yard line. There we go.
You heard it here. Jacob Spencer says, Jared, don't kill my Griffey. I need him for when I make my return, hopefully. Jacob Spencer saying that. Jacob Spencer, number 1, also quarterback for the Griffins. I'm pretty sure we saw you get hurt last week, I think, so.
Toss to the left-hand side. Makes maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Number 12, Griffith Gillenskog.
That'll begin and not a second down. I think it might have actually been a loss. And done. So Travis says incoming interception. Well, we'll see. Time's actually rolling down to an end here, so this is probably going to take us right to halftime. They may make one more play, but no, I don't think they will. Well, now they're getting lined up.
7 seconds and counting.
Gonna run out of time? Are they gonna do it? They've ran out of time.
And that will take us to the half. Before we get you guys out of here,
That's the end of the first half.
just want to give you guys a quick update from our sponsors. The Idaho Contact Football League is proudly presented by IV Nurse Sophia with Salt, Wellness, and Hydration. Level up your game day performance and your everyday performance with IV drips, peptides, and more. Stop by and find Sophia at the booth to get a personalized treatment tailored just for you. Let's get you feeling your best on and off the field. Hillbilly Seasonings, rooted straight from the hollers of Tennessee, veteran-owned and operated and made locally here in Boise. Mention the ICFL for a special buy 3, get 1 free deal, and find them on Instagram at Hillbilly1990. League Blueprint, custom uniforms, apparel, and accessories for all sports, businesses, and events. Mention the ICFL and save 10% off your order. Find them at leagueblueprint.com. And Treasure Valley Sports Leagues, the best recreational adult sports league in the Valley. Find them online at tvsl.fun. If you're looking for ways to promote your business at ICFL events, we have the marketing package just for you. Reach out on Facebook, Instagram, or info@theicfl.com to find out more. We got about 8 minutes, 50 seconds until the second half of the game. The matchup between the Matadors and the Griffins kicks off. We will see you then. Fans of the Idaho Contact Football League, welcome back to this live broadcast of our games for Week 4. The matchup this morning, the Matadors and the Griffins. Score is currently 49-0. Matadors are in the lead. What I should have done is said, the Griffins are leading the Matadors 49-0, and see if anyone's paying attention. Kick by Ryan Regis, fielded by number 20. He will go down around the 34-yard line. Number 20, Jonathan Byers for the Griffins.
Austin says he'll be back next Saturday. Sergio says we need a draft. Nobody's safe. 3 players from each team go to the Griffins. Yeah. Tyson says Griffins, let's go. What we do need to make is just one draft team, period. They just get, and like teams get to select like 10 people that they're not allowed to take, and that's it. Oh, ha, got him.
Prior to the snap. Encroachment by the defense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
I need to update my score.
Griffins playing with 10 offensive players currently on the field. Snap, caught by number 12.
And he keeps on to it. Way to go.
Hangs on to it, good for a couple of yards. Number 12, Griffith
That'll be a loss of 3.
Gillenskog.
Second down. Fortunately, be a loss there, but
I'm about to set an all-time record for the number of times I've ever said Gillenskog in my life.
Yeah.
Because Griffith is almost involved in every offensive play so far.
plays on the offense and the defense and the special teams. So
Second down and about 9 for the Griffins.
quick pass to him again.
Number 12, Griffith Gillenskog. That time, however, for a loss of about 3.
That'll be a loss of 3. Third down.
Third down and about 12 coming up here for the Griffins.
Almost intercepted by number 7 there. An incomplete pass that'll bring up 4th down. Number 7, Antoine Leggett, which I think your family was in here talking earlier, so. Yeah, Arion Leggett was in here earlier. Throws it deep to 23 and almost complete. Incomplete pass. They will switch side. Matadors will take over.
I'm not crazy. The Griffins now have 19 players.
Yeah.
19? Because I'm trying to count these up. 11. Okay, so they have 11 on the field right now.
Smith throws to the outside. Will be caught by Taco. And he will run out of bounds. That'll be good for 20, it looks like.
Gain of 20, first down.
Keep counting, 19.
Takes a snap, rolls out, throws to Taco here. And that'll be it. Touchdown, Matadors. Some more touchdown celebrations for next week. It's pretty easy to see. I have the cans.
Regis ready for the point after. Hold by Capenna. The kick is up. The
And the
kick
kick's
is
good.
good.
Extra point is good.
Matadors now leading 56 over the Griffins. I want to take this opportunity to give some love to our league sponsors. The Idaho Contact Football League is proudly presented by IV Nurse Sophia with Salt Wellness and Hydration. Level up your game day performance and your everyday performance with IV drips, peptides, and more. Stop by and find Sophia at the booth to get a personalized treatment tailored just for you. Let's get you feeling your best on and off the field. And Hillbilly Seasonings, rooted straight from the hollers of Tennessee, veteran owned and operated and made it locally here in Boise. Mention the ICFL for a special buy 3, get 1 free deal, and find them on Instagram at Hillbilly1990. So Ryan Regis, both place kicking and kicking off today, but no long kicks for him, mostly just high and toward the sideline. Let's see if it's the same case here.
Yep, same thing.
Bounces off the foot of number 88, who will be tackled right around the 33-yard line. He was able to
Griffins will
get
take
the ball.
over at the 33. We have seen the Griffins slowly getting better throughout this game, though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think it takes him a minute, and I will give a little bit of credit to both the Griffins and the Matadors here. I think the Matadors are providing the Griffins a pathway to be able to execute without feeling the full force of what they might have felt otherwise.
Full
It's kind of a nice
brunt
way
of
of
the
saying the
hammer.
Matadors are going easy on them. But the format in which you go easy matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not trying to destroy the person because they are superior a running
Yeah.
back than you are a tackler. It's little things like that.
Yeah, you know, it's not just letting the receiver get open so that you can destroy him once he catches the ball kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You know, they're allowing the Griffins to execute plays, have a little bit of time to pass.
Deep ball.
Wow.
That is almost intercepted, though. That'll be incomplete. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up second down.
And we've, you know, I talked to the Matadors, you know, head coach, James Felleber, about this earlier today. When we have a situation like this where we have a highly ranked team playing a developing team in the league, you know, I'm never going to tell a team, hey, play differently on the field, you know. Don't tackle as hard or don't run as fast or whatever. I think that causes liabilities and can cause injuries when you try to tell an athlete to play in a different format than they're used to playing and practicing. But most of the time what you end up with is the way that the teams are going to be managing the game. That's what's going to be different. So the Matadors here, I think, are managing the game really well. you know, they're
working on more fundamentals,
yeah,
like how to wrap up.
Yep.
Take them down like that instead of going for the hit to take them down.
yeah, you know, and as much as Jared Smith usually likes to pass, you know, most of their points are on the ground. It's the run game. You know, they're doing a lot of work in for Donnie White, and other running backs that the Matadors have.
Jordan,
Yep.
Taco.
Yeah, Taco's getting the ball a lot. So, you know, lots of points in the ground. The clock's running anyway, so that part doesn't really matter a whole lot. But Nelson back to pass here to the right-hand side. Ball is up. Number 12 fighting for it. Of course, Griffith Gillenskog on the intended target.
Incomplete pass. What are we at? Fourth down?
Should be coming up here on third or possibly fourth down.
Yeah, we're on fourth down.
Fourth down and long for the Griffins. Haven't seen. Have we seen any punts from the Griffins so far today?
Yeah, we've seen a few. Pretty good, actually. So, last punt they had was a little low, but bounced real well.
Oh, that's right.
The last punt
They did.
was returned by Capenna, though, or one of
That
the last.
that is correct. Capenna
Jonathan Byers, by the way, number 20, their
Yeah.
punter.
on the return that he was hoping to take to the house, but only made it a few. Byers takes the snap. Oh,
Keeps
is
it,
it a
throws
fake?
it, and that'll be completed, but not enough for a first down.
So the fake punt is successful in a way, unsuccessful in another.
Love the
Just-
play. They will switch sides. Matadors will take over.
Yeah. I like the play call, getting creative. You know, take a chance. You never know what's going to happen. Pass completed, just not enough for a first down.
I like it, though.
I do. I like that. I like the onside kick at the beginning of the game. I like the fake punt.
Also, we have Griffins have indicated that they have a tush push. We've only seen it once this year, though. So
Yeah, that'd be good. It'd be nice to see a little bit of that. We did clarify the
Timeout. Griffins. First charge timeout of the half.
we do allow a version of the tush push in our league. No one really uses it, not yet.
not yet. But it was instituted this year, so.
Indeed, it was.
It was actually, I think, maybe Griffin's idea for that. So.
Yeah, we, you know, in our league, we try to allow as much creativity as still within the bounds of what people consider football. Tush push is what I consider classic football.
I think it makes me think of a rugby move more
Yeah.
than anything, you know.
Exactly. Smith, plenty of time.
Shot
Dodd.
Flanders, and he has it. Touchdown, Matadors!
So Matadors quick, very quick to score. Jared Smith getting a little bit of work in the backfield, passing the ball. Matadors will take the lead to 62-0 over the Griffins. Regis on the field, Capenna to hold. Regis with the kick. It is up, it is good.
Extra point is good.
24 seconds left in the third quarter of this game. We do have a running clock. That will start on the kickoff, and we will go into fourth quarter. Our next matchup of the day is going to be an exciting one, a rivalry, Black Tide and Sabres.
Yep, game of the week.
Game of the week. The Black Tide and the Sabres have never quite got along.
Well, I think the Sabres started that one.
That could be true.
They may or may not have posted a video of them breaking a trident
Yeah, calling out the Black
the Black
Tide.
Tide did win a championship. So
That's true. They wanted to take on number 1, and they did take on number 1.
just
Last year, it was pretty unclear as to whether or not the Tide and the Sabres are going to be able to, the Sabres are going to be able to take on the Black Tide going into the postseason. Kick out of bounds for the Matadors.
they were trying to jump on that. And Meta's going to roll us down to the end of the third quarter.
Illegal procedure, kick out bounds by the kicking team. Ball went out of bounds at the 34.
34.
Had 5 yards onto that. First down.
And the end of the third quarter, so. Oh, they're getting it figured out right now.
That's the end of the third quarter.
So Griffins will take over once more at the 40. Is that the 43-yard line? 40-yard line? 41-yard line? Somewhere in there.
40.
We'll tell you in just a second. It's a 39-yard line.
Oh, dang.
Goodness gracious.
Robbed.
Don't put us on Jeopardy or The Price is Right.
Yeah. We'd be bad on the Price is Right, but good for Jeopardy. At least we got close, you know? They might accept that answer.
Yep. What is field position?
You know what we should actually do? We would never plagiarize the exact Jeopardy game, but we could play a game very similar. We could whip one out
We
for
should
the
just do.
fans to play.
That's what we should do. Yeah, we should do.
We'll have callers.
Yeah, you can comment in your answer. We'll do rounds.
Yep.
Right.
We'll show you guys the screen. Maybe we'll do it during the All-Star game.
Yeah,
or
we'll
something
do
like
football stuff. You know, I'll take.
that. And what we'll do is, if you get the answer right, you can do a modifier to the All-Star game.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And it's not an issue for us. We all
do it if we want to. It's really good. It's just solid. Love it. Yeah.
would be great if like you make it to where they can have 2 extra defenders or something like that.
Yeah.
Have 12 people on the team. Oh,
Ball on the ground.
dribbled.
See if the Griffins can get it back here.
I think they do.
So,
Ball is dribbled. That'll be a
fortunately,
loss of a few yards. Second down.
Griffins do get the ball back, but unfortunately, a couple of yards behind the original line of scrimmage.
Mm. What we do is we give each individual player a headset, and then we make little kids control their actions, like it's that.
That would be great.
I think they're having a player count dispute here.
Looks like the Griffins have one too many.
Illegal substitution. 12 minutes.
Wendy's killing it today. Legal substitution, 12 man on the field. That's what he said.
We'll go 5 yards back. Griffins will be about 2nd and 17.
And for those of you at home, just a reminder, the next game starts at
1:30.
1:30.
Yeah, so the Sabres and Tide should be a
That'll be a loss of a few
good
yards per down.
matchup. And yeah, last year, you know, the Tide take on the Sabres. I think it was right before postseason play.
Mm-hmm.
And
And then again, real quick, like in playoffs, didn't they?
I think they were actually racing for the playoff spot.
That's
last year.
right, because it was I think it was the Warhawks and the Black Tide played in playoffs for that spot.
Yep.
So. And the Warhawks were fighting hard on that one. So
Well, and last year that's when we had, you know, a single round of playoffs. Where this year we've got 2 rounds of playoffs.
he's going to keep moving. Progress keeps progressing. Are we getting a 7? Bring up 4th down. Cammy says, can we do the game now? I think she's talking about the Jeopardy Light game, and for every right answer, Griffins get a point. If we do this game that we're talking about, it's going to be based off of my own knowledge that I make into the Jeopardy game, which, let me tell you, ain't going to be something you're going to be able to Google to find the answer. So if we're going to go against the chat who has unlimited internet access, we're going to make it very difficult. It's going to be old ICFL stats. Fires it deep, looking for number 7. And that'll be incomplete. Incomplete pass. They will switch sides. Matadors will take over. We lied to you guys at home. That next game starts at 1. Yeah, it's 1. So we'll have 50-ish minutes for the next game. So every other game starts on the 30. So big stop for the Griffins here. That'll be gain of 0. Second down. Chavez and says Cedric, best announcer ever. Chavez, why aren't you out here playing this year? I know we'll see you out at softball, but we're seeing a lot of dancing. We saw a full 360 circle from Flanders, and somehow he still makes it. Touchdown, Matadors! All right, they're all out of touchdown celebrations, so they get no more. They get the air horn from now on. We are at 69-0. Very nice score indeed. They're going to intentionally miss this. I can feel it in my bones. Point is up. And it is no good. I told you they'd intentionally miss it. The extra point is no good.
Timeout, injured player.
We are back. A bounce and a recovery on the 43 here. Griffins will take over at the 43. For those of you at home, it is slowly starting to warm up if you guys would like to come out for the rest of these games today, which going to be great matchups that we're going to have. We're going to have, I think, the Alphas and the Warhawks, and we will have the Tide and the Sabres. So, and it's actually starting to get warm outside, even with our bipolar weather that we have here in Idaho. If for those of you that are not in Idaho, here is the weather breakdown that we had last week. It was like 70 degrees, 80 degrees, nice, sunny, springtime, a little bit of rain, a little bit of whatever. This week, we've dropped down to 27 in the morning. We've had hail. We've had crazy thunder and lightning storms. And now on Monday, it's supposed to be 80 degrees. So, quick fire over the middle. That'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass. That'll bring up second down. Under pressure, throws. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass. I think it's third down. Takes a snap, quick fire to the inside, that'll be incomplete, almost intercepted. An incomplete pass that'll bring up fourth down. And we will stop the clock on the 2-minute warning here. Snap. It may have. They're saying it's incomplete there. An incomplete pass. They will switch side. Matadors will take over. Yeah, we are going to be rolling down to the 2-minute here, and they may get a snap off, but clock will be stopped.
Two-minute timeout.
Jacob says his elbow shredded after he got hit last week, so he can't feel anything in his throwing arm. That's not good. Well, hopefully that gets better. So, I'm sure the Griffins would love to see one of their players back. especially when you're a quarterback and you're hurting your throwing arm. That's not. Takes off and gets sacked. QB sacked, that'll be a loss, so 5, second down. We got Chopper Kingdom in the back. We've seen about 3. I think they might just be taking laps, to be real with you. I don't know. Or they're doing, who knows who it is. Might be BAC. Might just be some guys on a ride. Fires over the middle, caught by a 16. Does not get tackled. Will stay up. Number 16, Epps here. Anthony Epps Jr. Touchdown, Matadors. We're going to give him that. And time will not stop until after the PAT here, so. And it just blocked and batted down. Extra point is no good.
Start the game clock.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they want the clock rolling. They are going to end the game. That is going to be it, 75-0. We will see you guys here at 1 o'clock.